Hey there, this is Teresa, and let's talk abundance. This week, I want to share with you a little activity that I begin every one of my Breakthrough Abundance live 3-day workshops with. Because not only does it say a lot about what participants in that workshop will experience during those 3 days, it really says a lot about our ongoing journey of abundance. So, as you see here, I've got a little balloon. Now, the moment I put a balloon in my hands, I start doing this. Since I found that most people do the exact same thing. It's just an automatic habit. The moment you're handed a balloon, you start pulling on it and stretching it. Now, why do we stretch it like that? Well, by stretching on it and pulling on it, it makes it easier for us to blow up, which is what I am hopefully going to do right now here on camera. Voila! My balloon has been filled. It's been expanded. We could call this abundance. This balloon, in many respects, is you. Because for you to be able to expand and be able to receive and be filled with the abundance you want in all of the forms that you want it, you're going to need to, one, stretch yourself or be stretched. That makes it easier. When we're rigid and refusing to change and we have to do it the way we always do it and we want to be right and we want it our way, it makes it very difficult for us to be filled, to expand, to receive. In part because when we're doing all those things, we're not open. And this balloon had to be open for me to be able to blow air in it and it could expand. Now, I let the air out again because that's oftentimes what happens. We have these moments where we've grown, we've expanded, we're experiencing a new way of being, we're experiencing a new level of abundance, and then it feels like we lose it. We fall back to where we're at, or we were at the beginning. But that's not true. Because notice that this balloon, while it's the same color, is not the same that it was when we started. It's a little bigger. I tell this to the participants in my Breakthrough Abundance Live workshop, that if they engage in the process of those 3 days and the transformation and expansion and stretching that it provides, they will never be the same. They will be cellularly changed. They can't go back to where they were. Now, once you've stretched yourself and you've opened yourself and you've been expanded once, it's like you have a muscle memory. You can do it again. And it was a lot quicker and a lot easier this time. And so it is for us as we're practicing new behaviors, new ways of thinking, as we're expanding and stretching ourselves and even being filled with abundance. Even when we lose it for a while, that first experience gives us the learning, gives us the muscle memory that we can do it again. We have that confidence. And every time we do so, it gets easier and easier. It gets a little quicker because we have experience, because we've been there before, because we have that muscle memory. Now, about this time in my workshop, after we've blown it up for a few times, somebody inevitably is tempted to think, yay, I've got it. I've been filled. I've got the abundance I want. And people's fingers start to itch. It's like they want to, out of habit, tie a knot in that balloon to try and hold on to it. But here's the thing. If I tied a knot in this balloon to try and hold on to it, to stay here, you know what would happen? Eventually, over time, that balloon would start to lose air. And then because I'd tied a knot in it, I couldn't expand it anymore. And so it is with us in the process of accessing and experiencing abundance in our lives. we're going to need to be willing to be stretched and flexed. We need to be open. We need to receive. And then once we've experienced it, even if we lose it again, whoops, dropped it, then we can repeat the process. And it will get easier and easier. And the trick is going to be to stay open the entire time. Because the process of accessing abundance, of experiencing abundance in your life, is a moment-by-moment process. It's a moment-by-moment process of being open, allowing yourself to be filled. And sometimes letting go, and then going through that process again. This is why so many of my clients say repetition, 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 because that really is the process. So this little balloon, your process of accessing abundance in your life, you have a lot in common. Are you willing to stretch yourself? Are you open? And once you're open and been filled, are you willing to continue to practice that process of being open and being stretched and being filled again and again and again? Because that's how we live in abundance. Now, one final note, and yes, a little commercial for my 3-day Breakthrough Abundance Live transformation experience. Notice how the balloon couldn't blow itself up. It needed something outside of it to stretch it and to fill it. The balloon is simply the container that holds it. And that's what my Breakthrough Abundance 3-day workshop is about. So if you're interested in seeing how I might be able to support you to stretch, open, expand, be filled, and grow, then I invite you to go to www.breakthroughabundancelive.com. Would love to support you there. And I'm hoping that this video today has supported you, because we're talking abundance here. But remember, it's not just about talking about abundance. So go out now, stretch yourself, be open, flex, be filled, and live abundance in your life.